So hi again. We've got three new Diamond series phones over here. It's the Diamond S1, S2, and S3. S stands for style, and the reason why we called it the style series was actually because of this smartphone over here, the Diamond S1. It has what we call a curved edge display. It uses a curved glass to give it a very premium feel. We also have a curved design on the device with a 12 megapixel camera here over at the back and a 3 megapixel camera at the front, both of them with PSI. In terms of the specifications, both the S1 and the S2 are running on 1.3 gigahertz processors, quad-core from MediaTek. So this is the newer 6582 processor.
Alright. Medyo mataas ang benchmarks nun eh, no?
Yes,
like
actually.
around 17,000 at pumapalo.
Yep. Both of these are hitting on the 17,000 benchmark score.
Alright.
They're both running on Android 4.2 Jelly Bean. Actually, if we compare both of these devices, they're quite similar. The only main differences are that this does not have a curved edge display, but it does come with a larger 6-inch display with Dragon Trail glass, and it also has a magnetic flip cover with a window, with a smart window. So when you receive notifications or you want to check the time, it will just simply appear on the smart window flap.
So Ryan, the S1, it doesn't have the scratch resistant
It's also a scratch resistant
so it has that.
glass, yes, but a curved style scratch resistant glass.
Alright, so Ryan, can you give me the key technical specifications or the main selling points of the S1?
So the main selling points of both the S1 and the S2 are that they have very powerful and updated quad-core processors with better graphics. As you can see here, despite the fact that they're using QHD resolution, we were able to very much improve on the color quality of the
Both
screen.
are IPS, right?
Yes, both of them are IPS.
IPS OCS.
Yes, they're both IPS and OGS displays, which really help to bring out the color of the devices. On the other hand, the S3 over here uses a 1.2 gigahertz quad-core processor from Broadcom. So it's using the same processor as the Navi, and it also has the additional advanced navigational support using both GPS and GLONASS.
Alright, so Ryan, can you tell me more about this phone, the key technical specifications?
So the
and what makes
S3
it different from the S1? Because same ata ang price nila eh, no?
Yeah, so the S1 and the S3 will both be retailing at $8,990. The main differences are, while this has a 5-inch display and this has a 5.5-inch display, we have very different design languages for both devices. This is more curvy, this one's more angular. So it has a very different style. Apart from that, it's using a slightly lower clock quad-core chipset, but it's still quad-core nonetheless. And in terms of the cameras, the S1 has a 12 megapixel camera at the back, while this one has a 8 megapixel camera at the back, but it's still BSI sensor enabled.
And I also noticed, Ryan, this one, the navigation, the Android navigation buttons are virtual.
Yes.
On the screen. This one naman, you have it on the capacitive display. So this is parang below the screen siya. This one is
yes, this one's on the screen
within the display.
Yes. So we put it on the display just to it's got a certain style to it, which we're really loving here on the S3.
Alright, Ryan, so can you give me the SRPs of all of the Diamond S series handsets from the S1?
So we have the S1 over here. It's at 8,990 pesos.
Alright.
It will be coming with a black cover by default, but it will also be coming with a free either yellow or red back cover.
Alright.
We have the S2 over here at 9,990 pesos with a larger 6-inch display, of course, Dragon Trail glass protection, and the free magnetic smart flip cover with window.
Okay.
Lastly, we have the Diamond S3 over here. It will retail for 8,990 pesos with the advanced navigational support and quad-core chipset.
Alright, so Ryan, for example, I'm a user and I'm trying to choose between these handsets. Siguro, can you give me an idea about what the kind of user that would be attracted to each of the phones?
So we have the S1 over here, which I personally think is could be a really solid daily driver smartphone. It has a lot of nice. It's got quite a nice design. It's very easy to carry around. And apart from that, in terms of the software features, we were able to add some new implementations to Starmobile software. Just to show you an example,
You have the sync, di ba?
Yes.
Nakita ko sa presentation earlier.
We have the Starmobile Sync, of course, which is our transfer application to migrate from a different device to a Starmobile phone. Apart from that, we also have gesture motion, drawings over here. So depending on the kind of gesture that you
Paano
draw
siya?
on screen,
Can you give me a sample of how to do it?
if we go over here to the gesture application, you can actually draw different gestures, and those gestures will correspond to a certain
siguro.
application that you can go to. Just as an example, we have already here a gesture, so just draw one over here. And if you draw that gesture,
It's
it
for the
goes
calculator.
straight to the calculator.
So all of the S series will have that.
Yes, all of the S-series devices will have that gesture functionality. It also has other features such as the the speak to capture camera. So, for example,
So you can say cheese, gano'n?
exactly if you say cheese, hold on over here. Oops, sorry. So if we say cheese, cheese. There we go.
Ayun,
It will
gumana.
actually capture.
Nice. So again, Ryan, this is for the what kind of users?
Oh, this is for the Android smartphone user. He wants a very nice daily driver, something that he can take pictures with on the go, something that isn't too heavy to carry around.
And I would imagine because of the design, very curvy. Siguro the girls would appreciate it.
Actually,
talaga,
yes, the
no?
girls would very much appreciate this kind of smartphone. If you want the same kind of features but on a larger smartphone, then you'd go with the S2. Since of
So I
course,
guess if you're the type who wants a large display, or maybe if you have siguro medyo kinda larger fingers, ganyan. No?
Yes.
And then you might want to choose this one.
yes, so if
Because you
you're
have practically the same specs.
Exactly.
But this one has the bigger display.
exactly, so if you want the larger display, for example, like myself, I use a V7, and I'm personally a big fan of the larger displayed smartphones.
Pareho tayo, I have the V7. I have
Exactly.
the white one naman.
Yeah, so this one's the black one. You'll definitely go with something like the S2 since it's got a really large screen. Lastly, if you're, of course, a smartphone user and navigation is the kind of thing you're going for, then definitely the S3 is something that you should definitely consider, thanks to its GPS and GLONASS support, which will help you to, well, get around wherever you want to go.
That's great. So basically, the S3 and S1 just about the same, but this one has slightly lower processor, processing power, but has that GLONASS GPS support.
Yes, it has
All
GLONASS
right.
and GPS support.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Great phones. Again, that's a Diamond series devices. Thumbs up.